Okay, recording.
And I'm Andrew B.
I'm Guy. That was a very lovely intro. For those who don't know, that's based off of a Vine that was a Vine based off of the Magic School Bus when Keisha was looking at inner sphincter of the stomach. Or would it be the sphincter of the duodenum?
I don't know. It's just funny.
Whichever.
Girl, that's a booty hole. Not a hole, Keisha. A valve.
Yes.
Speaking of holes and valves,
Welcome to Two Gays Dragcast.
we're two gays, one who did drag for a while and is retired because life fucking sucks, discuss the deception, dissemination, and whatever the hell they say on Race Chaser, but everything that's not Drag Race.
Yes. We are working on Dragula, episodes 7 and 8 today.
And 8, because we're behind.
We are very behind right now. But we might as well use this time to cover 2 episodes that had, well, I won't say very little content, but they didn't have very much in terms of people.
And then we're going to cover 2 episodes next week, mostly because really it's just a reunion and then the finale. There's really no need to make the whole episode a whole episode for the reunion when it can really just be shoved into the first 10 minutes of the finale episode. Because really, all that's really noteworthy about the finale is what were they wearing, how did they look, was anything important, who voted for who, but it's not really you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. And then any jabber that we fill in.
Ooh, full episodes of The Masked Singer on YouTube.
Oh, really? Finally?
Yeah, but it's one of those. I think it's from the same people that did the Drag Race UK episodes that we watched, where they were kind of cut off at the end.
Oh, yeah.
Except these look like they're full, 40 minutes, an hour, they look like full minus the commercials. Because that way you can see the full performances instead of, if I can just go on a quick rant here about I don't know what's up with Mass. Maybe it's because literally in the first season they continuously they would have all the full performances uploaded. It wasn't oh, here's 20 seconds of it. It was the full performance, the comments from the judges, blah, 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 blah. With this second season so far, all they've been doing is giving you for most everybody, they've been doing 50 seconds and 25 seconds of that is that ending banner thing that they do for the Masked Singer. It's not even anything on the show. So it's 20 seconds of a fucking performance. But then they'll specifically give other performers their full time to perform and the full video up on Littles. And it's kind of are you just basically saying, hey, look who's going to be in the finale or something? It's very just...
It's very favoritism. It is very...
Yes.
It's encouraging favoritism, which is really annoying.
I think so. And I think we will be doing it. I know Masked Singer's not drag, but I mean, it's really, really good. And it's something I want to cover. So when we're done with this, we'll probably just do we'll be moving on to probably Drag Race UK, because that's not actually Drag Race. It's its own thing, and it's much more entertaining. I will definitely say it is absolutely more entertaining than anything Drag Race has done in the last couple of seasons.
I mean, you aren't wrong.
No, I know I'm not. But no, and then we'll probably also do some Masked Singer stuff, because it doesn't all have to be necessarily drag. It just has to be. It is a competition reality series where the people they're dressed up, so in drag, but this is more they're dressed up in costume, and it's just entertaining.
Yes.
I want to review things that are entertaining.
We are entertainment category, at least on YouTube. We are TV reviews on Anchor, which generally translates over to whatever equivalent categories there are on other podcast hosting apps.
Which, that works too. That works.
Yeah.
And then after that, we're going to do Asobi Yasobe. No, I'm kidding. We should talk about Asobi Yasobe, though. One of the funniest fucking animes I have ever seen in my life. It's hysterical.
The only anime that I can think of that is legitimately funnier at times, in terms of its absurd humor, Kill la Kill is close, but it doesn't compare. I'm thinking of Ghost Stories. The American dub, of course.
Yeah, Ghost Stories is funny, but no, it's Kill la Kill is funny. Like, Kill la Kill is funny, but it has a lot of action moments that aren't, and a lot of drama moments that aren't meant to be funny. Asobi Asobase is just fucking funny. It is a brilliant anime.
Yeah, I mean, it focuses around a few members of the Pastimers Club.
And it's three girls. The voice actors, I don't know how much they're getting paid, but they absolutely need to get paid way more than whatever they're getting paid. It's absolutely brilliant. It's funny. Oh my god.
It is delightful.
It's delightful, and it's so funny because you watch the first episode if you've never seen anything from it. You're watching the intro, which is always like anime intros are weird because they're like a minute and a half long, and it's like, why? But and you're watching and it's like this very beautiful, very serene music, very like, oh, this is a cute slice of life anime. It's very nice and pretty. And then you get into the first like 5 minutes of the anime and you're like, what the fuck?
I mean, it kind of is a slice of life at times. For the most part, it's just the fact that it's physical humor.
No, it's just fucking kooky. It's just fucking kooky.
Well, yeah.
Anyway, we're getting off track. What else is new? Let's talk about Dragula.
Dragula.
Well, it is episode 7. Who just went home? Oh no, it's our 4. Sniff, sniff.
Madeline Hatter decapitated.
I love Madeline Hatter. Oh. But, it was her time. She was not exactly killing the competition. I still find it hysterical that the bitch did not win a single challenge, did not do anything, did she ever place high? No, I think she only ever placed safe, low, and bottom.
Yeah.
But still managed to win a trip to Florida in the first episode in that fucking big inning mini challenge, which I think is just so funny to me.
That is true.
She won the mini trip she won the vacation to Florida and then literally just bombed everything else.
Poor Madeline. I mean, she didn't bomb her TV appearance. I mean, she was very entertaining.
No, that's true. There were things that she did not bomb. She got safe, and and I love her to death. That just thing's so funny to me. It's like, oh yeah, you got a trip to Florida. Maybe this will be a good season for her. She's gonna do it, and then it's just.
I mean, to be fair, it is a trip to Florida.
It's a trip to a clothing optional resort in Florida. They talk about that in the reunion.
Even better.
Because she's like, it is clothing optional, and they're like, yeah, I'm gonna go there with some trade and. And it's just so stupid. I love it. Anywho, it is Le Freak. Le Freak. Le Freak. What does that mean? It means Le Freak Show.
Yes. So this week is the Freak Show, but first, before we get into that, we had the Boulet's intro, which also takes place kind of at a circus. Fair
Is
thing?
this the one where they were fortune tellers?
Yes.
Yeah, I like this one. I wasn't mad about this one either.
Yes, they had pearls dangling around their faces, and the girl who went in to have her fortune read wound up, getting murdered.
Lost her eyes.
Yeah.
It's what happens when you look too far into the crystal ball.
Yes, well, at least she didn't get the gift of prophecy by having her eyes sewn into her hands, like that one bitch in Once Upon a Time.
What?
I don't remember why I recently had thought of that, but I did.
See, he's too much of a nerd for me sometimes because I have no clue what he's talking about. Because who got their hands? The only hands and eyes that I know of is in Pan's Labyrinth. It is, I think. Is it Pan's Labyrinth that has the thing with the hand eyes?
I don't know that, so...
I see, and that's funny that he doesn't know. Hold on. I'll show him. You all won't be able to see it, but... No, because you're talking about hands sewn in eyes. It's like, hold on.
See me with them hands. See me with them hands.
Let me see if I'm right. Yeah, it's Guillermo del Toro. Yep.
Of course it's Del Toro.
This thing.
Oh, yeah, I have seen that before. I don't remember that most of the time. Because I haven't ever seen the movie.
Yes, that's Pan's Labyrinth. But that when you describe that, I mean, well, that's immediately what I thought of. Not Once Upon a Time. I thought of
Yeah.
hands in the eyes.
Well, fair enough. But it was part of the girl becoming a seer. She had her eyes taken from her face and put into her hands through enchanted means, and then she was given the ability to see into the future. An ability which she later passed on to Rumpelstiltskin, who did not have to have his eyes sewn into his hands.
Good for him. Anywho, we are not talking about Once Upon a Time because we would be here for way too fucking long.
Yeah, they had seven seasons, 6 if you count the good ones. That is absolutely shade for the last season. I didn't even bother watching it all the way through. Anyways, this was the Freak Show episode. So the contestants go up to the main stage and have the challenge laid out for them that they will have to put on a freak show look and a little bit of a floor show display up to their choice. Some sort of an act.
Any sort of like thing you'd see in a freak show.
And they are given wigs that they have to style.
Yes, and they have to style the wigs and use them in their acts. Ooh, a challenge. We love it, gals.
Yes, we do love.
And lots of stuff happens in the workroom. People get into fights, you know, blah, blah, blah drama, blah, blah, blah fighting, blah, 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 blah.
A lot of Dahlia drama, specifically.
Yes, a lot of Dahlia drama this episode. A very, blah, 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 rah, rah, you're not a monster, rah, 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 you're this, rah, 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 you're not, and it's just...
But do you deserve to be here?
I'm not here for this. I'm not here to watch. I mean, drama's nice, but I'm here to see looks. I'm here to see guest judges. I fully tend to not skip, but I'll just be like pressing the skip 10 seconds button if it's not interesting to me. I'm like, I don't care, I don't care, I don't care, I don't care. Ooh, look, it's the floor show. Now I care.
Yes, we can see the boulets.
Like, the floor show is good to me, but I feel the same way, and I feel the exact same way about Drag Race, too. I'm not here for a lot of the crappy drama that they put in the show. I like seeing the looks. I like seeing the guest judges. I like seeing the challenge. I don't give a flying fuck about, you slept with my, well, not you slept with my man, but it's like, oh, you stole my wig. You stole my, I don't give a flying shit about your petty drama, god damn it.
Yeah, just like when Shangela put the thing on the wall, I basically skipped through that and had to actually be told to go back and watch that part of the episode so that I knew what the fuck was going on.
Yeah, so what was going on. But you decided to put it on the wall? I mean, Trixie, the fuck you putting it on the wall for in the first place, dumbass? Like...
Personal encouragement? She could have just put it on the mirror, but they don't really have mirrors assigned to them. They change them around every time.
But I just think it's so silly to me that it's like... Okay, I mean, firstly, you know, Trixie, why the fuck you putting it on your wall in the first place? Shangela, why the fuck you going over to Trixie's wall? There's no need for that. The producers were probably
I was about to
say,
say...
why don't you go over to...
Yeah, she could have been going over to, like, hey, can I borrow some tape or some shit, but...
Even I don't know, the producers are probably like, hey, Shangela, why don't you walk over to Trixie's wall real quick? Why? Just go do it. We're not doing anything bad, we promise.
Yeah, that probably happened. I would trust the Drag Race producers to do that.
Yeah, anyway, moving on to the actual good show of Dragula, looking at these two boulets looks of when you skin the cougar skin rug and put it on your body...
Or cheetah rug.
Cheetah rug, I should say. I don't know why I thought cougar. But it's like when you skin, like, because you have those, like, bear skin rugs or like some sort of animal, like, skin, and just like, oh, guess what I can do? Put it on my body and make it a gown.
Actually, this might have been Jaguar.
Yeah, actually, I think that is Jaguar.
In that case, Dionysus would love these looks. One of his animals was the Jaguar. Anyways, they have these sort of small, round, short and round caps with little lacy veils.
Well, I love those sort of little hitty. I like them.
They have their signature spikes, so they have red at the ends, which I don't know if that looks so good with the leopard print.
Yeah, the red points are a little weird to me, but I still like it. It's a cute look. I like that it's like a full... Like, it's even the gloves. It's not even a glove. It's, like, attached to the dress. It's, like, a full look.
It's a full sleeve. Full hand-included sleeve.
Yeah, I like that. It's very, like, my whole body is now a Jaguar.
Yes. It is pretty eloquently done. I quite liked it.
I like it a lot. And we have Vander Art as a guest judge, the world's first drag super monster. And our other guest judge, star of Sci-Fi Channel's Face Off, and I also know him because he did he did that D&D campaign on Disasterina's Twitch channel thing with Bitch and the rest. And he does a lot of stuff with Disasterina. Sig Neutron.
Woo!
People, yay!
People who we actually can, like, kind of understand and get behind. Or at least with Sig, we can kind of get behind. But with Vander, we will definitely get behind because Vander is super good.
I understand nobody and back whatever the hell I like. Anyway, first we have the Floor Show.
Which, by the way, this Floor Show is one of the best scored of all the Floor Shows to date. I love this one the most. I'm just going to put that out there right now.
Well, you like that sort of freak show sounding like music, very...
Not just that, I thought this sounded the most distinct of all the Floor Shows. It's a lot less of that same electro sort of thing going on.
You don't like the electric. I disagree.
I do like the electro. It just gets very repetitive because despite the fact that they have different themes and stuff, it all started to sound the same.
My favorite Floor Show will always be Season 2, Episode 5, that elfy 80s pop music that's playing. That's my favorite.
Yes, that was very good.
And that, to me, is one of my... And the way that the looks work with the song, and like Disasterina in the beginning of that Floor Show is still, like, the way that she looks and the way that the music plays with her face. Oh, my God, it's still probably will continue to be my favorite Floor Show and my favorite music of the whole.
I know. It was a very well done one as well.
It's very good. I love it. I love it so much. I love it. I mean, I love Disasterina too, but I love it. I love it.
Yes.
I don't know what I'm talking about.
I mean, in terms of Floor Shows, there are some very good Floor Shows that have happened on
Absolutely.
Dragula. I love the Floor Show. The concept of it being the Floor Show instead of just the runway is so nice.
Anyway, yes, moving on to our first look of the evening.
Land Insider. Ooh, I love this one.
Y'all know this is coming.
Talented, brilliant, incredible, amazing, show-stopping, spectacular, never the same, totally unique, completely not ever been done before, unafraid to reference or not reference, put it in a blender, shit on it, vomit on it, eat it, give birth to it.
I love it. It's great. I love it. 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 I love it.
You know, on this show, we stand Land Insider with no regrets.
Well, I mean, I stand Land Insider just because, I mean, he's great and all. Like, and he says, again, I know I'm getting into episode 9, but again, we're going to barely touch on the reunion, so I'm going to pepper it into it because, like I said, we're really far behind. But he says, and I agree with it, he does not want to win because he is a drag king. He does not want to be the... He wants to win because of how his art is and how good he is. And I absolutely agree. He is fucking good at this. He does great looks, great things. I love every single look. It's so good.
I mean, the exposure of drag kings in the greater world of drag, especially winning a drag competition.
Drag kings, ab-fab queens, trans queens, everybody deserves to have their pedestal. It should not just be the cis queens. And that's myself saying, I'm a cis, I'm a drag queen. But absolutely, I want to work with drag queens. I want to work with trans queens. I want to work with ab-fab queens, bio queens, drag kings. I don't give a shit. I love working with anybody. And the fact that you have people, I know, watch me going on a Willem rant here back in Trace Season, but I agree with this. Drew Paul has yet to cast an actively trans queen or drag king and the fact that they probably won't is fucking bullshit, because I know, again, I'm not getting into Drag Race territory, but I know the cast of season 12 because we're not fucking stupid. And this is exactly what Willem said, is that there's no trans queens on yet again, and it's fucking annoying. I love the queens that are on, but god damn it, cast a trans queen, cast a drag king, cast somebody. The people can do it.
There are tons of trans queens out there too.
Bio queen, whatever. Cast somebody who's not a fucking. I'm just
One person.
sorry.
We're asking for
one
one person.
2 people, anybody. I don't care. And, and I hate the people that are like, oh, well, they should get their own show. I'm like, no, it should be inclusive, and everybody should just get to fucking compete. It's, I don't.
It should be the same show, the same mainstream, because everyone's on that same mainstream.
Sorry, I'm getting annoyed. It's just so annoying because RuPaul is such an. Because everyone's like, oh, RuPaul is such a. No, RuPaul does not give a flying fuck. He's doing this for the money.
And I doubt the production company cares to change.
Oh yeah, the production company's never going to change. Not even after Ru retires, they're still the same. It's never going to change. That's the problem. But it's nice that we have things like Dragula and like other things, and Drag Race Thailand, which really didn't have a lot of. Maybe it is because WoW. I mean, it was a WoW produced show, and they had trans queens, the big queens, like who won Natalia won season 1, and she was a big queen, and Drag Race has yet to crown a big queen. And it's like, so maybe it really is just RuPaul. So if RuPaul fucking retires, maybe they'll finally start putting people that deserve to be on, and that would be nice.
Maybe. I mean, we know that in the end it is more or less RuPaul's decision, at least for victors.
I feel like it is, but at the same, I feel like it should be the production company, because it's like, guess what? Yes, it's RuPaul's Drag Race. It's RuPaul, but guess what? You're almost 60. If she's not 60 already, you're gonna die at some point. We can continue this shit without you. We've got other drag queens. We could give it to Alaska, Bob, Monet, Sharon, Jenks, whoever the fuck. We could just take a winner and go, bloop, here you go. You're the new host. Have fun. It's not that hard. Or shit, give it to Michelle. She's been sitting in the second chair for so long. She's like, damn it, it's my turn. Michelle's Drag Race.
I mean, yes. Frankly, I think that it would be. This would put so many of the winners to the ringer, but some people have thrown around winners season to find the successor to RuPaul.
I don't think they would ever do an all winners, though.
No.
Like, it'd be nice, but it would make sense to do Drag Race, like, all winners or Drag Race champions to be like... Okay.
Or the best of the best competing to see who could be the best host.
Or maybe they do like a holiday special, but instead of it being everyone's a winner, they literally just do, okay, this is one episode. Y'all gonna fucking bring it like you've never brought it before, and whoever wins will be the new host, because I know y'all don't want to go through like a 10, 15 episode series.
Yeah, but they've already gone through all the deliberations. People figure out like who has the most ability to schedule, who actually wants to do this, who wants to just appear and be there for the crowning of the new host.
But the problem is we don't know, because you've still got season 12 is coming, All Stars 5 is coming, so that adds another 2. Because like if you keep having more winners before we decide, who's going to replace, you're going to have such a huge repertoire of people to choose from, and it's just, never mind, we're getting off topic.
Yeah, I know. And I was about to say, you might not even need a winner.
But
I know the winners would be very angry if it wasn't also a winner.
I mean, I think you need a winner unless you gave it to, like, maybe Shangela or Bendola, I guess. I don't know. But I highly doubt they're... And welcome the new host of RuPaul's Drag Race, Rebecca Glasscock.
Does Rebecca even still do drag?
I think I know recently she posted about being she's got a job as like a flight attendant, flight steward, but I don't know if she still does. I think she does. I'm not sure. Well, she was at the season 10 reunion where they had all the queens, but that really also could have just been I'm showing up and putting on a suit, look at me, I'm cute, bye-bye, okay, I'm leaving.
Yeah. Anyway, we are super off topic.
Yes.
We were talking about Landon Cider.
Brilliant, talented, incredible. We've already passed this. Love it. I will say the ding-dongs were a bit strange, but I mean, it is a freak show. I honestly would have liked... I get why he didn't do it, because I understand his reasoning, but I honestly kind of agree with the boule and the beer. It could have been also nice as like 3 bulges instead of just 3 hanging out purple wing-wangs. But other than, I don't care. I still love it. Or I should say, I mean, I get that it's TV, but it's like, you either could have done 3 bulges, or I want 3 fucking dildos or penises, god damn it.
Yeah, 3 more vaguely dick-like shapes.
I want penises. I want 3 penises.
Sadly, this is TV-14, so I don't know if they would have allowed it.
They probably wouldn't have, but I don't care, damn it. I want penises.
This
Penis
is
on
why
the
we need
television.
TV-14, or not TV-14. This is why we need TVMA.
Yeah, well, maybe next season. Anyhoozle.
Anyways, yes. So Landon has like 3 dangling, basically socks.
I think it's fine. It's a great look. I love it. It's beautiful, gorgeous, talented, brilliant.
The act is also great. Landon eats glass. It's probably sugar glass.
It might be sugar glass. I don't actually know.
Well,
I mean, I don't. That's the problem. I don't know what some of these if they were real glass because like you have Priscilla with the like nail up the nose, and I don't know if that was real or not. So maybe it was.
well, there are tricks
real...
to doing the nail in the nose.
Oh, that's true. So I don't know. Maybe it was real glass. Maybe it was sugar. It was probably sugar glass, but
You can easily do sugar glass and stuff like that, and then just...
yeah, I was just saying it probably was like sugar glass on a blood capsule, but still, it looks great.
Yeah. Landon did do some phallic imagery with banana.
Yes, and I like that too. Yum 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 yum.
Yes. It was quite cool. Then next we have Ava Destruction.
Who cares?
Actually, before the Ava stands get on to me, because I know they'll be like, "How dare you, Ava? My mom is amazing." Look, she didn't bring it this episode. I'm sorry. Okay, I won't say who cares. I will definitely say, meh. This was absolutely meh. Very meh. Absolutely, like, I am so disappointed in Ava in this episode. It starts out as this, like, very...
kind of cutesy girl with a
like cutesy Shirley
hair bow,
Temple.
a big hair bow, with a bit of an apron over her so that she can hide the baby face that's in her abdomen.
The quote, the supposedly like freak, like that's her sister or something that's supposed to be like she has a baby on her, and it's
and then she tap dances.
Yeah, that's her. It's yeah. This was not it.
It was very strange, but it wasn't quite good.
No, it was not it. No, it was no, just no.
Yeah.
I don't know what else to say. It was just very no. I don't know.
I genuinely have to agree.
I got nothing on it. It's just I was expecting so much more, and that's what I got, and it's like, why?
Yeah, I mean, the actual dress and look is kind of cute. It would be nice if it was like a petite young girl.
But that's not freak, I feel like. It was too clean. It was too...
Yeah.
It was very, like...
It didn't have very much detail on the dress, is what I felt like.
Like, I don't think somebody... Like, if you saw that at the freak show, I feel like most people wouldn't have been like, oh, well, that's...
She's a performer?
Oh, well, okay, I guess.
She's a sideshow act. Not even a freak, sideshow act.
It's just...
sad. Next, we have Priscilla Chambers the Pinhead.
I'm trying to see if there's something that... Because really all I have is who cares, meh, and talented, brilliant, incredible. So I'm trying to find something in the middle of that.
I mean, you also have the no bitch no.
Oh yeah, but that I probably should have used that for. I should have.
Should have used it for Ava.
Yeah, I mean it's just, but it's meh. But it really is meh more. Okay, this is how I feel about Priscilla. If this would load, thank you. Not bad, not bad.
The Beetlejuice clip. I think that's good.
Yeah, I like that Beetlejuice clip. That's one of my favorites.
Fair enough. So, Priscilla Chambers is, yes, a pinhead with terrible teeth.
It reminds me very much of Pepper from American Horror Story. You've never watched American Horror Story, but fans who are American Horror Story watchers will know what I'm talking about. She was in season 2 and season 4 and she was a freak, but a wonderful, beautiful freak. I loved her very much, but this definitely gives me like Pepper vibes. That sort of dress, that hair, not the nails in the head as far as I can remember, and but I liked the look. It was not bad, not bad. It wasn't terrible. I liked it. I will say that I feel like the act outweighed the look. And I do understand that the act is supposed to be, this big, glam, this big thing. Or I should say, if the act should either be be just as good as the look, or the act, like you'll see later with Dahlia, the act should incorporate with the look.
Yes.
I feel like in this case, the act was much more impressive and just like, oh, look at that, than the look itself. Like, I got the look and it worked with it, but it did not, for me, I did not look at the look and go, oh, and then I looked at the act and went, oh. I looked at the look and went, and then I looked at the act and went, oh. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I mean, they put the act in front of the look, honestly. So it's like, oh, and then,
Hey, and that's fine. I understand. I forgot we have not been talking about the wigs. I'm so silly. Just a quick recap. So Landon was, again, also fucking amazing because made a beard, made a mustache with the wig, made a hair with the wig, made pubic hair with the wig, did 4 different things with the wig. I love it.
So awesome.
Another reason why I loved it. Ava did...
Ava just wore the hair.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Priscilla, I wanted to specifically speak about this because Priscilla randomly just had it out on a wig stand for some reason.
She had it on a puppet.
Yeah, a puppet, but like a wig head, like the kind that you see in like the wig shop, standing in front of the shop, in front of the shop window, and it's like,
because she's a bald pinhead, which fair enough. They were told to incorporate a wig into a freak show look, and pinheads are a very common freak show act.
We said that, and I get that, but I just think it's funny because it's like you came out and it was just, you could have incorporated it some other way, maybe put it on a train or it's something like you could have done, or have it hanging off a nail. That would have been interesting. But no, just bring it out on the fucking puppet, like, look at me, I have it in the puppet. Like, to me, that's just funny.
I mean, it was an interesting enough prop, but it did feel very disjointed from the act and even the rest of the look.
I don't know. I think it's funny.
She was trying to be a little bit cutesy with the dress, the single ponytail that would normally look cutesy and all, but it was very odd.
I don't know. I think it's funny. Who's next?
Dahlia Black!
This is as nice as I'm going to be to Dahlia. That's as nice as I'm going to be to Dahlia. No, I'm kidding. It was a great look. It's good. I do kind of wish she'd stop not relying, but the fact that she's done it 3 times. Well, she does it in episode 8, and she does it this episode, and she does it in episode 1, and I don't know if she's done it any other times, but she does the eyes she does the normal eyes, and then she does the other eye to make it sort of a double eye, and I feel like she's done that a lot.
Yes, that's a thing that she does. I wish it was somewhat more common in other queens, but to be fair, I get why it's not normally done. It's because it's a hard illusion to pull off, and it looks very disorienting.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. It's supposed to look like you have 2 eyes, but it's just very, like, whoa.
She even had a wig reveal.
Yeah, which was sort of, I guess, the use for the wig. I thought it was a good look. I thought that she was the only one really who I feel like incorporated the look and the act very much went together, because she was a strong woman and she used her act. She was lifting stuff up with her titties and lifting stuff up with her she
had pins through her titties as well.
Right. The pins I didn't really need or care about. It was mostly, you should, but I get why. It's like, look, I'm doing a freak thing instead of just lifting stuff, so I get that. But incorporating it is because of strong woman. She was lifting up everything. So that worked with the look, and I was very appreciative of the fact that the look went with the act. It was not just, I do understand, the same thing. Priscilla also had that because she had the nails already in her head and then did the nail in her thing, but it was still it did not really, I feel, incorporate as well as Dahlia did.
Yes, I would agree.
Yeah, and then that's it, isn't it? No. Oh my god, I'm so stupid. I almost forgot about one of my
Babe,
favorites.
I was
I'm
about
so
to say,
sad.
you almost forgot the next titty look. Louisiana Purchase.
I'm so sorry. I forgot about Louisiana Purchase and her 3 titties.
Titties.
Talented, brilliant, incredible, amazing, show-stopping, spectacular, never the same, totally unique, completely not ever been done before, unafraid to reference or not reference, put it in a blender, shit on it, vomit on it, eat it, give birth to it.
Which, yes it is, but it also isn't, because I think it's funny. Because technically, I think in the way that they were filmed, well, season 11 might have come first. I don't know when Dragula filmed. But technically, because you had Evie did a 3 titty look, Louisiana did a 3 titty look, and then on Drag Race UK, Blue, was it? Yeah, it was Blue did a 3 titty look. So, 3 titties are just everywhere.
Yeah, suddenly everyone wants to do the triple tit.
I mean, if you got it. But I love this look. It's very it's beautiful, it's pretty, it's that. I will unfortunately say I do think, as much as I love this look, the performance was unfortunate. It does not really have an act. The performance was lacking. I understand she injured herself, and I'm very sad to hear about that. It does affect that stance and in the competition of and it's a sad drop too, because she's been doing so well recently. So to have that sort of drop, it's very sad. But I love the look. I love the 3 titties. I love everything about it. I wish the act could have gone well, and it didn't. And shit happens, but it sucks. But hey, you move on and you push through it. Push through it.
Push through it.
Yeah.
Anyway, Louisiana would have been the sort of peep show person.
Yeah, very much peep show, very much but freaking people out. Not freaking people out, but just
Christopher sort of person, or the woman with 3 titties,
I would just love doing
or
this.
Something like that.
Exactly. It's ooh, she's so pretty, and then she reveals the 3 titties. It's oh my god.
Oh my god, she's still pretty, but oh my god.
But oh my god, 3 titties. What am I gonna do with that? Anyway, so we have our winner as Dahlia Black. I personally would have given it to Landon because, I'm a basic bitch. But Dahlia deserved it. It was a good look. The act was incorporated. It was a deserved win, I think. But I still would have also given it to Landon because I'm biased.
Fair enough.
Oh, I almost forgot. And Dahlia won $500 in Arter wigs because, anyway, and we have a bottom 3 this time of Ava, Priscilla, and Louisiana. And their challenge is to staple as many dollar bills as they can to their body or legs and stuff. And it's so scary because they do it. And then Louisiana does it. And then she passes out. And it's oh my God.
Yeah, so it was confirmed that Louisiana basically has a thing with blood and pain.
I mean, who doesn't?
Fair enough, but some people actively pass out and stuff. I have gotten blood drawn before and nearly passed out. Not fun.
I mean, when would it be fun? Oh, I almost passed out today. That was fun.
Well, I mean, you have so much sex that all of a sudden it's oh, I almost got knocked out from that orgasm. Oh, what was that, number 5?
And to that, I have to say...
What the fuck is going on in here on this day?
What the fuck is going on here on this day? Sometimes you are absolutely insane.
You know it.
Yes, I do.
Anyways, sadly, Ava is not the one to survive today. And so, at the carnival, on the Test Your Strength poll, one of the boulets uses a mallet on her as a bell.
All goopy and smashed.
Yeah, and it's a win.
See? She did win. I don't know.
She did win. A quick and hard death.
Yeah, pretty much. And, that'll do it for this episode. Well, except that we also have episode 8, so really it's not, but...
Yes, we are done with episode 7.
And now let's move into episode 8 with Okay Recording. Well, no, that's your line. We're not really okay recording. It just gives me an excuse to do another intro because I like doing them.
Yeah, why not? Use a clip for every episode. So, okay, continuing.
Wow.
Who is she? Drag her, slay her, read her. Sipping on that treaty, hunty. I live. This is giving me life, hunty. Yes, mama, yes. Slay her, drag her, read her. Who is she?
I don't know her.
Who is she?
Yes, one of my... I just... Slay her, drag her. Oh, that's one of my favorite. It's also one of my favorite. I like the pinned comment of from this video. It's also one of my other favorite vines. Anyway, yes, welcome to the continuation, episode 8. We are now pretend last episode didn't even happen. No, I'm kidding. We have our top 4. Oh, yeah. Louisiana and Priscilla survive, while Dahlia and Landon are just sitting in the nice little workroom being like, I wonder who went. Oh, no, I don't know. I'm just here because we're the top 2. Oh, crap, there's other people here. God damn it. Which I thought was funny. And, you know, talking, and they're all, like, sad Ava's gone, but at the same time they're like, but we're the top 3, or 3. We're the top 4. Ooh. It's just like, that works. And our challenge for this episode is the Halloween Hunt, which is reinventing a classic Halloween costume archetype and then elevating it with the concepts of, you know, our Dragula, glamour, filth, horror, blah, 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 blah. In addition, like last episode where they had to play with the wigs and make them pretty, this time they have to carve a jack-o'-lantern, and that basically it's like, here's your look, well, here's the jack-o'-lantern. This should also represent your look. And then, after that, because they can't even do more, they have to perform in a 4-way lip-sync battle royale to Dread by Ritual Aesthetic. I've never heard of them, but the song was cute when I listened to it. It's interesting. I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah. In preparing for this episode, I had basically watched the Cliff Notes version of the episode, so you're mostly having a live reaction from me of all the looks.
Oh, God. Luckily, I've seen all the looks, so I'll have my proper, I mean, you already know talented, brilliant, incredible Landon. Well, I'll be interesting with the rest of them.
Yeah, okay, so here are the Boulets giving... What are they giving? Like, one-eyed realness?
Give me a second. Well, they're giving, like... I look at it, and it's very, you know the one. It's, here it is. This is how I feel about the Boulets look. Okay. It's that meme, you know, the one where he's like, okay. That's how I felt today.
Fair enough.
It was not, anyway. Our guest judges are Rachel True. She is a film actress known for her roles in The Craft. That's one of my favorite films. Ooh. Neve Campbell. The Craft is so good. It's a witchy movie. It's just and she's in that movie, plus a bunch of other stuff. And another actress I also know, Danielle Harris. She was in the Halloween franchise, specifically 4 and 5. She was also in, really weirdly, not weirdly, just like, she played, it was Michael Myers' niece, I think she played in 4 and 5. She also wanted to come back in the reboot, whatever they made recently with Jamie Lee Curtis, but they were like, nah, we don't need you, bye. So, well, fuck you. But she was also in the Halloween zombie remakes and its sequel. That's so weird to me that it's just like, it's very strange to me. But hey, good for her. I liked it. It was great.
So now time for my live reaction to this fucking floor show.
Oh boy, this is gonna be fun.
Okay, I see silhouettes. I see a jack-o'-lantern face in the back. I see a devil. There's apparently distorted music. I can't hear anything because I'm using screen recording to record Andrew's audio.
Great.
Ooh! Unmasked devil. It's Louisiana Purchase.
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
It's nice. Again, I think the billets do kind of have it right here. It's good, but when you're this far into the competition at top 4, good should not be the level. It should be great. And that's sort of the problem, is that it's good, but it could be great.
Yeah, it feels like everything is only so good. I mean, that split is fantastic. Those shoes are amazing. I love the color palette and everything, but it could be taken to 11.
Yeah, it's just sad.
I do really like the flame, though. That is a really nice touch.
Yeah, it is nice, and I also do very much like the 666 and the hair. That was very nice.
I just realized that's there. All right, next we have Spooky Tractor, Priscilla Chambers.
Yes. Priscilla Chambers recreating Country Bumpkin Frankenstein. It was also very there were executions that didn't work because she tried to do something with like a bug spit can, like dirt, whatever the hell it was, I think she said, or dip or something, but they thought it was a blood capsule and it wasn't. So she tried executing something and that didn't work out, so it just didn't hit all. But she also did, this was fun, she took a taser and was like tasering herself, but she wasn't actually tasing herself, but she was like making it look like she tasered herself with a taser. And it was a real taser too. But she was like, because, like electric shocks, like Frankenstein needs electric shocks, so that bit was cool.
Yes, that was quite neat. Moving on from that, we have Landon Cider.
And all the bottoms in the world screamed, "Fuck me, daddy." But also
Talented, brilliant, incredible, amazing, show-stopping, spectacular, never the same, totally unique, completely not ever been done before, unafraid to reference or not reference, put it in a blender, shit on it, vomit on it, eat it, give birth to it.
I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. It was absolutely like brilliant because it was just so like, it's werewolf, but it's daddy werewolf. It's
biker daddy werewolf.
Biker daddy werewolf. Like I said, all the bottoms and screaming in the world, "Oh my god!"
Although to be fair, usually the bottoms or the submissives are the ones wearing the dog mask.
Hey, it's a werewolf.
True.
It's supposed to be. But I love it. I absolutely love it. It's great.
I love the hat. I love the way the mask plays into the hat. I love the fact that there are ears on the hat, the jacket and the pants, the tearaway pants to reveal the ripped up shorts and all the patches of hair. And just the necklace with the teeth. The mask comes off and it's got a bit of bondage gear. There's a collar.
Everything is perfect. I love it. I love it.
I love it too.
I love it.
I love the beard as well. The beard is very nicely done.
Yeah, I love it. All we keep saying is that we love it.
It's amazing. There's even little bits of jewels. There's even jewels on that mask.
I'm telling you.
Details. Attention to details. I love Landon Cider.
Exactly. Love it.
Oh my god, speaking of the under eye.
Yes, that's what I was specifically saying. Dahlia Black.
And what is Dahlia Black? The Grim Reaper?
Yes, basically, the Grim Reaper.
Okay. Gauzy. Has a scythe. Platform boots. White hair. Not bad.
No, but, I mean...
It's not all that exciting.
Right.
At least to me.
It could have been. Yeah, no, I don't think... It could have been better. It's nice for what it is, but...
Yes.
I mean...
It has a very fleshy feel to death, which usually, if you see flesh on death, it's A, rotting flesh, B, on half the face, or C, not there at all, you see a skeleton.
Right, so... But I mean, I mean, obviously she can't. Could you imagine? She just can't rip off her skin to,
I mean, yes, but you can paint your face to look like a skull.
Yeah.
I was about to say, technically, she could also ask for custom lighting, like how Bitch needed the custom lighting for the Banshee Spectre look in the finale of season 2. She could have done some glow-in-the-dark face makeup or something like that. I mean, I have come up with an idea of attempting to do... You know the Do the Evolution music video by Pearl Jam? You know how the female personification of death is dancing around and then goes back and forth with strobe lights of the skull face and her normal face? I was thinking it's possible to mix in glow-in-the-dark makeup underneath your usual layer and then avoid using fluorescent pigments and have the normal stuff, or the fluorescent stuff underneath and on top maybe, fluoresce over the normal makeup when you have a black light on you. I'm certain someone has figured out how to do that before, and I'm curious to look it up. That would be really, really cool. I don't know if they have the ability to do those sort of lighting effects, but if they could, that would be fucking fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, the floor show overall is not bad.
And then they lip sync, and it's just a mess because there's literally 4 of them. I mean, you thought the 6-way lip sync on Drag Race was bad. I mean, this is just because everybody's basically stuck to a spot. Some people are moving around, but it's just very disjointed.
Mm-hmm. The 4-way lip sync from last season during Wasteland Weekend was underwhelming as hell. I'll have to watch this lip sync. It looks like it's going to be a lot of the same.
Yeah, it's something.
Oh, lovely.
I don't know what else to say. It's something.
Yes. Anyways, here are the final 4 being judged with their pumpkins. So we have, what is this? Louisiana has a star pumpkin?
Yeah. Like a star in the... the star, satanic star.
Priscilla has a lightning bolt pumpkin. It's spray painted silver, which looks quite cool.
Yeah, it is cool.
Landon has a massive unibrow and then a crooked smile, like a jaggedy crooked smile.
But it's supposed to be the teeth, and he has like a belt like that too. It's very cohesive with the look. It's supposed to. He has it like a lot on all of his jacket and suit and belt and stuff.
Those are fangs. Okay.
Right.
I couldn't see it from afar. Then what does Dahlia have? I didn't get to see what Dahlia had.
It's like... I don't remember.
I am skipping forward. Oh, the pumpkin has R.I.P. carved onto it.
Oh, yeah.
And it's spray painted to look like rusted and faded, which looks kind of odd.
I'm just like, I don't remember.
It's also hanging by a chain.
Yeah, which was probably the cool part, but yeah, no, I'm not. I'm like, I don't remember what happened yesterday. I can't remember a show I watched a week ago. Are you kidding? Yeah, so interesting anyway.
She's wearing almost nothing.
I mean, that's kind of her thing, though.
Yes, true.
And if that's your thing, then you've got to take it. You've got to make sure you're working it. And that's what I appreciate, is that it's not, you want to be a slut? You want to just wear nothing? Fine, but you better stick with that, and I do appreciate that. That is what she, people call you out on something. It's not like, oh, I guess I'll change. No, you will do it because that's what you fucking are, and that's what you do. Like, that's why, like Madeline again says in the reunion when she goes, I'm stupid and slutty, and that's what I'm good at, so I'm gonna do it. And I'm like, see, that's what I love, is because you know what you are, you will stick to it, and you will fucking do it the best way you can, and that's what Dahlia does, and I appreciate that. Anyway, our winner is Landon Cider, and he has wiggled his way into the top 3.
Woohoo!
He won $1,000 in custom corsetry from Mystic Couture and the headlining spot at the Boulet Brothers Los Angeles Halloween Ball. Meanwhile, the other ghouls, although Landon also has to take part in this extermination, but he won't be up for extermination, have to go through an abandoned haunted attraction for a hidden invite to the top 3 while avoiding traps and gag actors. But it's not like normal, like where they boo and scare you. No, they made these motherfuckers sign a contract and all this shit, like a fucking waiver, and be like, no, they are going to touch you, grab you, do stuff to you, and you are going to do it. And it's like, oh fuck.
Oh yes.
It was. Oh,
this is one of those haunted houses where they touch you.
And they threw like fucking, I don't know if it was blood or like fake blood or something, but they threw like liquid on it. It was, oh my God. And then they get to where this guy's sitting there and he has like the scroll in a hand, but he's holding a pumpkin, and it's so stupid and it's so funny because they all grab the scroll, except Louisiana doesn't grab the scroll. The scroll falls out of the guy's hand. I don't know if it was on purpose or not, and then Louisiana grabs the pumpkin and runs, but it's like she goes, I got the pumpkin, I got it, and runs away. And it's so funny, and it's so silly, and I love it. I'm like, oh, poor Louisiana. She got the pumpkin. Yes, you did, Louisiana. You got your pumpkin. Yes, you did. It's just so stupid and funny. And unfortunately, that does mean Louisiana. But hey, she made it to the top 4. I remember when they were talking about it, like from her promo look and even the first episode, people were like, no, she's not going to last. She'll be like maybe out episode 2. She'll be... I loved her. And the fact that she made it all the way to the top 4, yes, bitch. I love that.
Oh, poor Lulu. I've got it. I got the pumpkin. Maniacal laughter.
I love that so
Boys,
much.
we're in.
I got the pumpkin.
Wait, we're not.
I love that so much. Oh my God, I love that. I got it. I got the pumpkin. I love that so much. Poor thing. I love
Later
her.
that night, the pumpkin just sitting there.
Yes, she bobs for apples with deadly consequences.
She just gets slightly chokeholded, and then she gets drowned in apple bobbing.
Yeah, basically, she drowns.
This reminds me of when they killed one of the contestants in a toilet.
Yes, except this time it's bobbing for apples and not in a fucking toilet.
Yeah.
So yeah, that'll do it. We did 2 episodes in 1, and we'll be back next week, or well, I guess maybe the week whenever we do it, with another double of episodes 9 and 10, when we'll have a finale and a winner. Going into this top 3, I think we can both agree that I and you do hope that it is Landon Cider.
And I'm fairly certain based on wins alone, it will be Landon Cider.
Yes, but remember, even though, again, I love how it's like, we don't talk about Drag Race, but we continuously bring up Drag Race. Remember, dear, it could all depend on that final challenge. Remember, Shea Coulee had 4 wins, and who won season 9?
Not Shea Coulee.
Exactly. So it's not always about, because as much as I hate to say it, and I don't want to put that out into the world, Landon did great. 3 wins, more wins than anybody else. Great track record, has the highest track record. Could absolutely fucking flop the last challenge and lose it all. Because it's not that it's not all about it, but you're going into this is the big thing. You have to have this look, that look, this look, and it has to be
perfect.
Great. I have high hopes for everybody. I hope they all fucking bring it. I want them to bring it. I want to see everybody do it.
I want a good finale.
Yeah, I want a good finale. I want everybody to do it, Anyway, that will do it for us. We done it! Yay! Dun, 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 dun. We did it! We did it! We did it! Yay! Obviously, we did it! Dun, 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 dun. Okay. Anyway, if you'd like to do our outro, because you like doing that.
Yes, so thank you all so much for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed. Please do leave ratings if you did. Comment things that you enjoyed. Maybe things that you have constructive criticism for. That, are reasonable constructive criticisms that we can actually do something about. And if you would like to follow or subscribe to the podcast to keep up to date with when we release episodes, feel free to. Note that sometimes we have problems releasing them right away. It's a little bit like Dragula. We don't have perfect control over when we edit things. For them, it's just like they have terrible interface. We have a good interface because podcasts are good. Podcast platforms are good to us. Meanwhile, it takes a while to edit, so I apologize if I am late because I'm the one who does all the editing for this, and sometimes it can be very time-consuming. I do it all for the love of the show and for you. Thank you for any subscribes, for recommending the podcast if you want to, and all that good stuff. You can go over to anchor.fm/2 gays Dragcast for all the places that you can find the podcast currently, as well as a full list of all our episodes. You can obviously find that on any podcast platform that we currently exist on. So if you're not listening on Anchor, feel free to go back and listen to the rest of our backlog and any newer episodes too. You can also find our YouTube channels linked in the description below. Andrew and I both do video games. Woohoo! So if you're into that shit, feel free. Yeah, that should do it. So, thank you all so much for tuning in one last time. This has been Guy Smith and
Ruby.
And we're signing off. Until next time, take care. See ya. Bye. I don't know what that was, but...
The hell was that? I don't even...
I was shaking my head.
Goodbye.
Bye. 2K's Dragcast is written, produced, and recorded by me, Guy Smith, and Andrew Blossoms, or Andrew B., with editing by Guy Smith. You can find us on our YouTube channels linked in the description. You can also find us on Twitter if you dig a little deeper, although we aren't guaranteed to be all that active on there. We are an independent production. We would be very glad to see any sort of comments, reviews, likes, and so on. Any sort of feedback is highly helpful to us, and it allows us to improve our show and understand what our audience thinks of it. Again, thank you so much for listening in, and until next time, take care. Bye now.